There are a few people I've seen on YouTube talking about a sequel to Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel, whether it's speculating it, predicting it, thinking about it, or asking for it. Something to follow up on that particular game is the subject. I have doubts about this, and it can feel bothersome, and not only to me. Some things come to my mind, and it's these things that need to be considered. A sequel is supposed to be a continuation of something, right? And so this new game to be a direct and definite sequel would mean it has to have a story mode, and the setting of the plot in the story is at a specific period after the adventure of Crash Team Racing. The story mode of Crash Nitro Kart wasn't really able to do that, and people say that game is a sequel. There wasn't really any link to the events of Crash Team Racing. Now in this so-called sequel, there's got to be something going on, and it must be a result of the events of Crash Team Racing. They could probably connect it to the cutscene of the final Grand Prix season of Nitro Field and make all the seasons canon to the Crash Team Racing Adventure storyline by having them take place after the story. Perhaps the biggest reason for people talking about a sequel is for it to have smoother online multiplayer. To date, the online gameplay of Nitro Field is a big issue. It takes a lot of time to put players into one race or battle. And with the game being played on all platforms and the new generation consoles, it's among the problems that are being brought up nowadays. Consider this. These people who prefer playing the game online ought to form up groups or a large group so that they can arrange scheduled races and battles with each other so that the game can find enough players in less time. I just made that solution up, and I am speaking from experience and with the use of common sense. So what I'm suggesting to make things a little more convenient isn't rather impeccable. It's just that Beanox is doing everything in their power to resolve the online issues on their side, but maybe the players ought to be doing something on their part to make their playing experience at least a little bit easier. But it's only for those who, under the same opinion, want to enjoy their game playing online. And after all, not everyone who plays the game likes to play it online, even if the online mode ever is as flawless as in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If there ever will be a sequel as predicted, don't expect the online mode of that game to not have the same problems Nitro Fueled had from release. There are some people thinking along the lines of Beanox being unable to include enough content, or there was intended content to be included, but it could not be included. I personally don't have anything against the quantity of the content to collect. It's already a lot as it is. It could use a bit more characters and even more battle arenas, maybe some more tracks. But the content there is now, I can live with it and I can work with it. Those people who request that sequel, if they think it should have more content than Nitro Fueled, big deal. The bigger is better and the more the merrier sayings don't apply to everything, even in video games. So from what I can understand best, people would want this follow-up because not enough was done to Nitro Fuel. What did they really want Beanox or even Activision to do with it anyway? Nitro Fueled was meant to bring Crash Team Racing up to date with the future gaming generations with added features, and it's something generally fulfilled by Beenox. The Grand Prix and its associated content are like a bonus if you ask me. The folks at Beenox did their best to make the game what it should be, and even though it isn't exactly how anyone pictured it before, the game is that game. How much more to ask for? For me, Crash Team Racing is the only Crash Bandicoot racing game that works best for the overall franchise, and Nitro Fueled is all we need for all the future generations. It could still use at least one more CTR TV cutscene and touches up here and there, as well as apply actual connection to the Crash Nitro Kart tracks and arenas. But the game as it is, it's good enough for me. Beg Activision if you want and as much as you want, but you know that company can't fulfill everybody's wishes. They're doing only what it takes to keep their own franchises successful, including Crash Bandicoot. But it doesn't mean they'll apply everything fans ask for. We can still get spin-off games from time to time, even if one of those is a racer game. But I highly doubt it's a Crash Team Racing sequel. The closest the people can ever get is a standalone racing game that still has Crash in the name and that the game itself still works under the science of Crash Team Racing. It can still have adventure with its own plot and objectives, several game modes, and online gameplay if necessary. And it can reuse most of the items if not all. But the game shouldn't be expected to do much more or much better than Nitro Fueled. And it certainly won't, and in fact doesn't have to follow the storyline of Crash Team Racing. Anyway, I turn it over to you. Are you with the community who says that there should be a follow-up game of some kind to Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled? And if so, why? And what would you like to see in it? Type down your comment, and thanks for watching.